I hope you guys can hear me because this was a definitely practice trial. So if you can hear me and you was there with me through the hardships, let's talk about hardships, okay? You know, my video was about to be about growth, but now we're gonna talk about technical difficulties. So if you on my live, I want to apologize for the technical difficulties that we was having. And you know what's funny? I can use this technical difficulty and I can talk about how life works. Life can bring some technical difficulties that will make you want to give up. But I'm gonna tell you something. If y'all was here with me, I think I did 3, 4, 5, 6 takes, and I could not get these lives to work. And I feel like sometimes the enemy don't want you to say what you need to say, so he's gonna try to put a block on some things. But here's the thing: the technical difficulty made me realize that I gotta keep pushing, I gotta keep striving, I have to keep going. I can't allow technical difficulties to just stop. I could have just stopped and said, you know what? I'm not doing this YouTube video. I'm not going live. I don't even feel like being bothered with it. I could have did all that. But instead, I kept on fighting. I kept on fighting. I kept on fighting. And now here I am. So if you out there and you was going through the technical difficulties with me in this YouTube live, I want to say thank you. I know who my real supporters are. I know who really got my back. So I appreciate you guys. So now that y'all can hear me, you know, we might as well just get it popping. There's no need to get off now. I'm here. So type in the chat whatever you want to talk about, whatever discussion, since this is a practice live. But we here, so I'm gonna keep it as practice, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna still do some motivation because that's what Queen Motivation do. I motivate. So type in the chat your name, type in the chat where you from. Just show up and tell me something about you in the chat. We can just keep it simple. Keep it going. Mine as well, right? And I'm so grateful that y'all decided to stick with me. I really do. So talk to me. Talk to me, baby. Cause I'm here now. I'm here. Y'all can hear me. So let me tell you about being discouraged when you keep getting no's. There's so many times that you hear no a lot, constantly. Could you imagine when you growing up and you ask your mom for something and she says no? And then you ask your dad for something, he says no. You go to your aunt, she say no. You ask about 6 different people and everybody say no. Then you go to one person and that one person says yes. That one person says yes because everybody told you no. And you're sitting around and you're wondering why everybody told you no. And you want to just get so mad, but sometimes your no is actually your yes. You just have to know the right person that's going to give you your yes. You just have to know the right person that's going to allow you to get the things that they know you deserve. Just because somebody says no, just because everybody says no, doesn't mean you're not going to hear that yes. So don't get discouraged when you hear the word no, because I know that I heard no so much and it drives me so mad because in reality, who wants to hear no? Nobody does. But could you imagine if everybody gave you something every time you asked and their answer was always yes? What have you learned? What have you gotten from everybody telling you yes? Then you'll go through life thinking that everything is supposed to go your way. And when you hear no, you're going to lose control. So, no is something that we need to hear. We definitely need to hear the word no. So, if you hear no today, don't worry about it. If you hear no tomorrow, don't worry about it. If you hear no the next few days, the next few weeks, the next few months, don't worry about it because you know that your yes is definitely about to come. I want to encourage somebody out there to know that no doesn't always mean no. Sometimes you have to wait a little bit. Hope that helps somebody. I'm so grateful for you people being here with me. And I really want to tell you, it was definitely a struggle. I was about to lose hope and tell my own self no, like, you know what? I'm not doing this. This video's not working. This volume's not working. I don't even think I'm gonna go live. Then my daughter encouraged me and said, you know what, if you get the live going, you might as well keep it going. So that's what I did. I decided to keep it going. So keep going, okay? Keep going. That's what you have to do. And I'm so grateful that I listened and I kept going. That's another thing too. Sometimes you gotta listen to people when they tell you something. People don't always mean um, malicious intent when they say something to you. So don't take everything so personal with life either. Because we know for a fact that whew, if we took everything personal, I'm gonna tell you something. We're gonna be in trouble. We are going to be in trouble because a lot of the times people are not trying to hurt us intentionally. We just know that sometimes they have to say things to us that we need to hear. And even if we don't want to hear right then and there, it could be 3 years later, that conversation might pop back up in your head and you're like, you know what? Somebody told me something about this, but I didn't want to hear it at first. But when they told me in that time, in that season, I was going through a personality struggle. So everything that people were saying to me, I took it personal. People come up to you and they say something to you, and because you want to have an attitude because you having a bad day, you take it personal. But don't take everything so personal. I remember my children. I always gave them like this speech, and they're like, "Oh shoot, here she comes, mommy coming with that speech." I'm like, "Yep, here I come. I'm gonna sit down because we about to show and talk about something." So, can you give a little intro for those who may not know you and where you? Oh, of course. So, um, my name is Katrina Miller. I was born in New York, raised in Virginia. Where I'm streaming from is my YouTube Live. I go by Queen Motivation because I really like to motivate people. I have a passion to motivate people. And I've been through enough stuff in my life that gave me the courage to want to motivate people and encourage people to push through. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada right now. You can definitely view my content on Facebook, Katrina Miller. You can view my content on Instagram, which is Queen Motivation. Every context that I have, you're always going to see Queen Motivation in it. So if you look up Queen Motivation, hopefully I'm the greatest out there. So I'll pop up. I have a logo that says Queen Motivations, black and gold. So when you look for me, you're going to see Queen Motivation. Tell your friends, tell your friends, and tell their friends, and just keep telling people about Queen Motivation because that's what I'm here to do to motivate. And I have a lot of YouTube videos on my YouTube channel that you can check out. And I know that you would definitely get some uplifting with those videos because a lot of them are from personal experiences. And if I haven't experienced it myself, then I know somebody close to me have experienced it as well. Type your questions, type where you from, where you watching me from in the chat. Let everybody know who you are, how you doing. Who motivated me to start my motivational speaker? So in 2012 is when I did my first video. And I was in a dark place. Um, I was going through my own personal struggles. I was a single mom. I was raising three children by myself. Um, I felt like an outcast. I know that my siblings loved me. I know that my mom loved me, but sometimes you develop your own personal feelings about how you feel about yourself and how other people make you feel. So I went down a dark path for a little while and I lost myself. Um, in the process of losing myself, I found myself to always have great advice for people. And a lot of people depended on my advice. So because people depended on my advice, I considered to put whatever I was going through behind me because I know there was somebody else that maybe needed to hear something more than I did. And in the process of pushing out motivational messages, pushing out motivational videos, it encouraged me to want to just do this and be here for people. So that's what motivated me, just knowing that I went through my own personal storms and I watched other people go through personal storms. And that just made me want to reach out to a lot of people. And I really love it. I love it a lot. um, just being a single mother, raising children, I didn't want my children to feel what I felt growing up. And so I always felt like it was best for me to encourage my children, to motivate my children, to build my children up, to let my children know that I was always proud of them. And to also teach my children how to hold themselves accountable. A lot of people don't hold themselves accountable. They like to blame everybody else. And a lot of people like to stay a victim. So I didn't want to continue to be a victim. And I didn't want to take myself out of the equation as if I never hurt anybody or if I never did anything to people. I've hurt people, people hurt me, I've healed, people healed. And so that's where my motivational comes from. It just teaches me to love people, in spite of what we go through. We all going through something. So that's definitely where it comes from. Personal intent. So I write poetry too. And I love writing poetry. I love writing poetry. I really appreciate everybody who watches me too because it takes a lot to motivate people, especially when you're going through your own storms and trying to figure yourself out. It takes a lot. Can I read you a poem? I definitely can. There's beautiful people behind me. Come on down. Um, Hi Diana. I love you guys so much. Y'all see my beautiful family in the background. Yes, a poem. So I have a bunch in here, and give me kind of an idea of what kind of poem you want me to read. Like, do you want it to be about Black Men Don't Cry, something that I've been through myself? Because I definitely have poems. I have plenty of them. As a matter of fact, I know exactly which one I'm going to read. I wrote a poem called I Just Want to Be Myself. And I really hope you guys like it because this one is definitely personal. So this poem is I just want to be myself. It says, I just want to be myself, not hide away in sadness, just feel love I never felt, warms my soul with gladness. I just want to be myself, not hide behind my smile, crying every day and night. I've been broken for a while. I just want to be myself, not hide behind my secret. Trust the people that I tell that my secrets, they will keep it. I just want to be myself, not the version I pretend to be. I just want to see myself and fall in love with me, not that damaged little girl who hides away her beautiful soul just to fit in this world. I just want to be myself. But who am I to be? I loved myself a long time ago. So who is really me? I just need to be myself, the woman that I know, the woman who planted her seeds just so she can grow. Yeah, I'd rather be myself. It's better off this way. The woman I didn't want to be is showing up today. I'm glad I chose to be myself. I can finally feel some peace. At first, I didn't know myself, but now I'm finally me. Ooh, I hope you like it. Thank you guys. Yes, that's my poem. I just want to be myself. Oh my God, you guys, you're making me smile so hard. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad you guys liked it. You know, just sitting here in front of this camera is really giving me more of a confidence because I know, you know what's funny? In reality, you be feeling like you got everything under control, you good, you healthy, you doing your thing. Hey D'Angelo, you really doing your thing, right? And then when you have to actually get in front of people, you get scared. You don't know what to talk about. You over here trying to figure out what topics to talk about. You trying to just come up with stuff. You know, you start off with a topic and then it goes somewhere else. And before you know it, you done had about 12 different topics. So now you just off key. So so doing this live, this first live, it's really making me more comfortable. And I know that next Wednesday at 6, it's going to be popping, okay? Because whoo, let me tell you, for those of you who wasn't on at first, let me tell you the hard times we was having. We went through about 12 takes to try to get this live going. And we finally got it going. I know y'all hear my grandson in the back. He is just he is just such an amazing young man. He just acts just like his father. But yes, I appreciate you guys for really being here and watching me and just showing your support. It's definitely appreciated. It's definitely a blessing. Y'all type in that chat what else y'all want me to talk about because I can go all night, but I got to go to bed. So, old woman status, I got to be asleep by 9 o'clock. So, if this chat hit 8:45, that means I overdid it. I like to tell jokes to be funny too. So, yes, badness is definitely it. Yes, he is a spoiled, beautiful, handsome badness. God always come through. Girl, let me tell you something about God. He just be showing up. And God will show up right when you think he's not. You be sitting around going crazy. You be trying to figure things out. You be trying to, put pieces together and make things shake and make things happen. But I'm going to tell you something. God is not going to bless no mess. And if your life is a mess, you got to definitely pull yourself together so God can work on you because he can't work on you when you all over the place. He needs your undivided attention. So if you over here, over there, over there, over there, you got everybody just, in your business, in your space, in your place, how can God get your attention? You don't even got your own attention. Everybody else got your attention, but you want God to come in and do some wonders. You got to sit down sometimes and let God do what he's supposed to do. Because I know for a fact, you ever be in the middle of a prayer and you be like, dear God, bless my family. What if I ever warmed that chicken sandwich up? You know what? I forgot to fill out those papers. Oh man, I ain't even call that girl back. You know what? Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, God. I'm back. I'm back. So, Father God, if you just come into my life and just did I lock my door? Did I pull my work clothes out? And before you know it, you done went to sleep. You don't even remember what God just looking at you like, I know full well she just didn't. She might well should have just got into bed. Because if that was gonna be her prayer, she should have just went to sleep. Because all I heard was, "Dear God," sleep, knocked out. I'm guilty too. That's why I'm talking about it. Because let me tell you something. I know God be looking down at me like, "What you gonna pray about today?" Well, God, last week I was gonna pray about this job, but I don't want that job no more, God. I decided I wanted to be a rapper. Now you're over here and went to God with something else. You about confusing God because you don't even know what you want. So you got to get it together. Like I said, God ain't about to bless no mess. So if you're all over the place, you got to get it together before you go to God. You can't go to God all scared and, well, God, I think I know what I want. No, you got to go to Him bold. Look, God, I want a husband. I don't want no little rinky-dink boyfriend, the one who stay out all night partying, drinking, clubbing, turning up. I don't want that. You got to be firm. You got to go to God in boldness. You got to let God know right then and there what you want. You can't be sleeping on God because God not going to sleep on you. So if God not going to sleep on you, who gives you the right to sleep on yourself? Don't sleep on yourself. You better wake up and show out because God do it all the time. So, Lay, very good question. The advice that I have to give somebody about chasing their dream and to overcome it is to just do it. The best advice I have is to just do it. If you're afraid to do it, that's when you got to do it. Don't think about it. Don't overthink. Don't scare yourself out of it. Don't talk yourself out of it. Don't let somebody else talk yourself out of it. Just do it. Because the only person that's going to be able to bring your dream into reality is you. And if you sleeping on yourself, then your dream is just going to be exactly what it is, dreams, because you're going to still be asleep. So wake up and push, and don't be afraid to do what you got to do. And don't be afraid of people. You're going to lose some people too. So Tay, stepping out on fear has a lot to do with just doing it. Because fear is going to stop you from doing everything you need to do. If you're afraid to blink, your eyes gonna be closed all the time. And I don't think nobody can get through life with their eyes closed. Because how you gonna see? If you walk into a wall with your eyes closed, and when you open your eyes, guess what? That wall gonna be there. And in order for you to get around that wall, you gotta open your eyes. And that's like faith. You can't be walking around here scared. You can't be walking around here thinking that you are going to lose. The only way you're going to fail is if you quit. Failures are quitters. And that's what's going to look. Failures are quitters. And we're not about to be afraid to fail because you got to fail. How many times do you have to take a test before you realize you know the answers? How many people got their driving test right the very first time? I failed my driving test 3 times. 3 times. And the last time I did my driving test, let me tell you what the lady did. Y'all say hi. Say hi, Let me tell y'all what happened to me. I went to DMV and I said, you know, I took my last test. I failed. The lady said, "Do you want to take it again?" I said, "Well, I took it 3 times." She said, "Do you want to take it again?" I said, "Yes." I went in there and took that test. And because I failed 3 times, that fourth time, I passed. Got my driver's license. So you got to fail. Life teaches you that you will fail, but you cannot stay in that failure mindset. You got to push and you have to keep going. Don't let one little failure throw your whole life away. So stepping out on faith means just do it. Don't think about it. Don't overthink it. Don't try to process it. Just do it. Because everybody on this live that know me know that I'm big on just taking a step. I will move from one state to another state with $12 in my pocket. That's how I do. I don't be having time to be afraid because I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do, and whatever happens, gonna happen. Either way you go, either way it goes, it's gonna happen. What advice can you give for low to no self-esteem? The thing about self-esteem is you can be the prettiest girl in the room. You keep your hair done, you keep your lashes done. You can be so beautiful on the outside. But if your outside doesn't match your inside, then no matter what you do, you're never going to feel like you have high self esteem. People say, oh, she's stuck up. You know, a lot of stuck up people suffer with low self esteem. A lot of people hide behind that makeup, they hide behind the hair, they hide behind a lot of things because they have low self esteem. The way to get through low self esteem or no self esteem is believing in yourself and not expecting somebody to make you feel good about yourself. Because if you spend your entire life expecting somebody to make you feel good about yourself, then you're going to always be cheated. You're never really going to feel good about yourself because the moment somebody stops complimenting you or the moment somebody stops feeding and pouring into you, you're going to fall right back into that state where your self-esteem is low. So if you want to build your self-esteem, you really have to encourage yourself and look at yourself better than you did before. Who cares where you came from? We all have a past. We all have a past. We all been through something. But if you really want to challenge your esteem, believe in yourself and don't expect nothing from nobody because people gonna say whatever they think you need to hear in that moment. But if it don't feel good to you and if you don't feel good yourself, then it don't even matter that those people said something to you. So to build your esteem is to know who you are. And if you don't know who you are, you better look at where you are and where you came from. Because a lot of us are sitting back in our past and we still crying about something that we don't even have control over no more. So your self-esteem got to be in you. You got to believe in yourself. Because believe it or not, I may walk around with my little wigs on. I might walk around with my little cute clothes on. But sometimes I be struggling with self-esteem too. And that's because somewhere somebody probably made you feel like you was beneath them or you wasn't good enough. So look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am that chick. And if you don't know it, then I don't know what to tell you because I am everything that I need to be. And whoever don't like it, that is a personal problem because it's not mine because I love me. So that's how I say deal with self-esteem issues. That's just my theory. Some people struggle, but y'all all beautiful on here. Nothing but queens and kings, baby. Y'all all are amazing. I don't care what nobody tell y'all, and I don't care what y'all think y'all been through. What you been through is not who you are. You are not your past. Your past don't represent you. If people want to still tie you to your past and connect you to your past, again, that's a personal problem. Because if you're not your past no more, you don't have no business hanging out with your past or trying to stay up with your past or trying to keep up with let your past go. Some people past be tearing them up. They be still wondering why they crying over the same guy from 12 years ago because you still tying him into an old version, an old piece of you. That ain't even you. You don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't club, you don't party. But when your friends come around, you want to try to impress them. Oh, girl, let's turn up, girl, because I'm about that life. I'm gonna tell my friends in a minute. Y'all can turn up all y'all want to, but I'm going to bed because I'm not here to impress nobody. I'm here to live the life that I want to live for myself. Just see what I make plans to make it happen and not to stress. Oh yeah, definitely. If it's for you, it's for you. Can't nobody take away what's yours. Nobody. Oh yeah. Hey, y'all can see me. Y'all see the light. Listen, on this live, I'm gonna tell y'all, we gonna be encouraging each other. We're gonna be building people up. We're gonna be loving on one another, and we're gonna be our natural selves. And on top of that, we are going to laugh. We are going to joke. We are going to have fun. We're not going to be stuck up, or I'm not about to pretend, and be somebody's robot. I'm not an AI. I'm a human. So I have human emotion. I do. So yeah, so I appreciate everybody that's on this live and commenting, but definitely back to what Diana said. Whatever God has for you is definitely for you. It don't matter what people say. It don't matter what um, people do. None of that matters because nobody can take away what's yours. And I'm going into things bold. Like sometimes I don't like to hear no. I hate hearing no. So I'm gonna go about 12 meters around because somebody is gonna tell me yes. So, listen, let me tell y'all. I got a car, and I don't really like to go and brag or let everybody in my business. But I just want to tell y'all how faith works. I want to tell y'all how what God has for you is for you. I'm gonna pick everything up in one setting. When I moved back to Las Vegas, I didn't have a car. I got here in December. Yeah, December 19th is when I moved back to Las Vegas. I was taking Ubers back and forth to work, and those Ubers was breaking my pocket. They was breaking my bank. They was just, I was starting to say, you know what? I'm about to partner up with Uber. All the money they getting from me, I need to give me about 3, 4, 5 free rides. But y'all got so much money from me, sure, I need to go ahead and invest and get my money back. So it's funny because the first time me and my daughter, we went to this car lot and they said 500 down. Now let me tell you something. People who know credit know if you don't got 500 down credit, don't walk up into one of them places that say 500 down because they're gonna turn you away so fast. And that's what happened to me and my daughter. We got we got to that car lot. And I don't know where my credit was at because I don't know, it is what it is with my credit, but that man didn't even show me no cars or nothing. That man came and said, you got to put 3,500 down and walk off. Left me and my daughter sitting at the table like, oh, this it? And mind you, I took an Uber up there. I said, this man did, okay, all right. I see what's going on here. Okay. So that was that. I said, well, you know what? That's all right. Then anybody who knows when you have adult kids, you don't get taxes no more. You might get about $400, $500, maybe six. They might love you a little biggie eight, but you ain't getting them thousands no more. That's gone. And I don't have no small children, so my taxes is like we give you a little something, little pocket change. So girl, $2 for sure. I went to this other car lot. I got my little taxes. It wasn't that much, but it was enough because God, like Diana said, was for you. It's for you. So hey, Boomy. So I went to the car lot. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I moved in Dallas. I ain't let nobody know what I was doing because I didn't know what my answer was gonna be again. I didn't want to get excited and be like, yeah, I'm down at the car place. I'm on my way. I'm about to get a car. And then that happened to me again. Then I'm Ubering myself back home. So I gathered up my little pittance, I bust up in the little car lot and I sat down. I went and pointed out a car. I said, look, I'm gonna go ahead and get this one. I said, God, look, it's a nice car out here, but I'm gonna get this one. So I pointed at a car. I went and sat down at the table and I was texting my daughter and I said, girl, I'm at the car lot. I'm not walking out here without no car. I'm not leaving. Like last time, I'm not leaving without a car. So these people said, oh well, you gotta put 2,500 down. I said, well, I ain't come here with 25. I only came here with 13. So what we gonna do about 1,300? Cause that's all I got. Y'all can take this or y'all can take this. That was the only option they was getting. You either gonna take it or you gonna take it. Cause I'm not leaving here without no car. So whatever y'all gonna do, Don't draw them little papers up. Go ahead and get your little whatever you got to get, cause this me. This my ride. This is me. So I'm sitting in there, and the guy comes, and he was like, "Oh well, um, yeah. So you got to put 25 down." I was like, "I ain't got that, sir." And I had some credit cards scattered around in my little wallet. I'm just like, "All right, God, I don't know what we're gonna do, but you got me up here." And to go backwards a little bit into the story, I called the lady and I was asking about an appointment, and she said, "Oh, the lady's gonna call you back." I hung the phone up and I just took an Uber up there. I didn't wait for a call back. I said, "I'm not waiting for nobody to call me back. Because what if y'all don't? Because people always want to act like they busy. But you're not gonna be busy on me and God time. So me and God gonna go up to that car lot. And if y'all want to call me back while I'm sitting in the lobby, and I'll answer my phone and let y'all know I'm present. So that's how it is with me. I'm not about to sit up here, like I told you. If I don't want to hear no, I'm not gonna take no. I'm not accepting no. So the man told me, he said, "Well, if you can come up with 15, we'll let you drive off the lot." I said, "Lord, sir, I told you I ain't got 13, but we're gonna see what we're gonna do." I was sitting there, I was trying to think. I'm like, who gonna give me $200? I probably owe a few people, so I can't call them for $200. So what I'm gonna do? Go ahead and sell some oranges, sell some flowers. Somewhere I'm gonna get $200. My son blessed me with $200. Let me tell y'all something. That man said, "We could take this 15 and we're gonna let you go ahead and drive off." I said, "Come on now, God. I already knew I was gonna drive off, but I was gonna let y'all think that I wasn't driving off with no car. I was gonna let y'all think that. Because somewhere y'all thought that's what was gonna happen. But see, God had something for me, and he knew that I needed a car. So I'm gonna let these people think what they want to think. Because at the end of the day, people gonna always think what they want to think, but you can't override what God already said yes to. God already told me I was getting a car. God already told me to go up there. Because if I didn't listen to God, I wouldn't have a car right now. When God put it on my spirit and told me, just go up there, don't wait for that call back. Sometimes you gotta just go. Do not wait for a call back. Show up. So this message again goes to my other beautiful daughter, Tay. Show up. Don't wait for somebody to call you back. Don't wait for somebody to be like, "I'm going to get back to you." Don't wait for somebody to put you on hold. You show up. Because everybody who wants to see you fail is going to always have something negative to say. But you're going to show up and you're going to show out anyway. And you're going to let these people know that if God has something for me, I don't care how many people say no. 12 people could say no. But that 13th person is going to say yes. Don't wait for somebody to tell you what you think you're supposed to hear. Because whatever you think you're supposed to hear, that's fear. Fear will talk you right out of a dream. Fear will talk you right out of success. Fear will talk you right out of your next blessing. So to everybody who's on this live, if you want something and you believe in your spirit that it's yours, then it's yours. You have to believe in your spirit that it's yours. And when it's yours, it already belongs to you. So it don't matter what other people say. It don't matter what other people do. It don't matter because it's already yours. So if you claim it, know that it's yours. It may not come in that first year. It may not come in that second year. And it may not come in that third year. But don't sleep on yourself because it's coming. Your dreams are your dreams because you seen the vision. And when you see that vision, you have to walk in your vision. You have to believe in your vision. You have to believe that whatever you see and whatever you know is yours, is yours. People used to tell me all the time certain things what I should and shouldn't do. But I'm going to tell you something. If it's in my spirit, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I know if something is on my mind, that means that it's something that I'm thinking about. But if something is on my spirit, that means I'm going to move on it. And sometimes you would talk yourself right out of a blessing because you let somebody else's fear be your fear. I don't care about what y'all fear is. That's not my fear. I'm not going to share y'all fear because y'all afraid to do it. I'm about to go bungee jump. Girl, You shouldn't bungee jump. What if you fall? Well, with that attitude, you're going to fall. But me, I'm going to go to the bottom and bounce back up. That's life. Life, you're going to go to the bottom and you're going to bounce back up. But if you're afraid, you're going to bungee jump straight to the bottom, and that's where you're going to be at. That's where you're going to stay. But I'm going to challenge somebody today to go ahead and bungee jump. Because when you bungee jump to that bottom, you best believe that you're going to spring right back up to that top. You cannot be afraid to move. You cannot be afraid to let yourself know that whatever is yours, it's going to be yours. People going to always have doubt. People going to always believe that you don't deserve nothing because they don't deserve it. Girl, you shouldn't go in there and try to apply for that car. You shouldn't go in there and try to apply for that apartment because you got that eviction, or I don't have an eviction. I'm just using it as a reference because the devil ain't finna, yeah, you gonna sit on down, Satan. But people will talk you out of something just because they know they can't do it, or because they know they're afraid. People will talk you out of it all the time. But sometimes you gotta look at people and be like, you gotta be talking to yourself. You gotta be. You can't be talking to me. Because I know what I've seen already. And the only thing I gotta do is wait for it. Definitely gotta move in silence. Because people will look. You'd be surprised how many people be secretly hating on you. People want to see you do good, but never better than them. So you could be sharing all your secrets with somebody that you say, that's my friend. I know this girl for 15 years. I knew him for a long time. That I know for a fact they got my back. I ain't tripping. They not gonna say nothing. Baby, the moment they get a chance, they run and they tell all your business. Everybody know. Everybody knows something that you thought your friend was gonna keep a secret. That's why you can't trust everybody. You can't tell everybody everything. You gotta move in silence. You already know. I mean, you tell me that all the time. Don't be sitting around here letting somebody else fear be your fear. Cause I don't got time to be running around here scared because somebody else scared. Cause you be surprised. You may do something that encourage somebody else to do it. So keep your light shine. Don't turn your light out. You don't know who's using your light to get to that same tunnel that you at the end of. You don't know. So push through whatever you got going on. You got to. I drop them comments. Let me know what y'all want to talk about. Just, give me something. Y'all done got me on fire. I'm spicy over here. I'm on fire like the color of this hair on my head. Spicy. Yes, girl. People would definitely try to speak fear into your dreams. Like, go sleep on yourself. Don't come over here. When I close my eyes at night, I close my eyes by myself. We ain't sharing dreams. Get out of here. Girl, sometimes you got to take it back, baby. You got to take it back. You got to remind yourself who you are. My therapist told me one day, she said, listen here. If you remind yourself of your past, that means you're not living in your present. And if you're not living in your present, how do you expect to get to your future? You can't get to your future in your past. These people be letting their past tear them up. They be sitting around here crying about something that happened 13 years ago, still bitter. Why you crying? Remember 3 years ago when John lost my dog? You talk about that little dog? Ooh, you got 3 dogs since then. Why you still crying about that dog? You done got 3 dogs. You ain't got time to be crying about that. That's gone. That was 3 years ago. Focus on the dogs you got new. That's what you need to focus on. How do you break away from people who you know don't mean well? Sometimes it's hard to let go. Girl, open up a topic right here. Let me tell you something. It's hard to let people go. And the reason why you can't let people go, because sometimes you cling on to what you used to remember about those people. We cling on to old memories. We cling on to old patterns. We cling on to the things that draw us to them. We cling on to people because sometimes people have a version of ourselves that we don't want to let go. So we use these people to stay connected with versions of ourselves. So we cling on to them. Sometimes the only way to let somebody go is to just do it and heal in the process, because a lot of us are in relationships that we know we do not want to be in. A lot of us have friendships we know we should have ended a long time ago, but we be so afraid of how the other person gonna feel. But we don't got time to worry about what other people gonna feel. This is your energy. This is your space. This is you. You need to protect yourself. So if you're going to worry about what somebody else feels about you, you're never going to be able to let people go. And I know that a lot of times people have big hearts, and we always say, well, I have a big heart, so I love everybody. How many times you gonna love somebody that keeps saying you on fire? They're gonna burn you down to ashes. You're not even gonna need no cremation for your funeral because you done burnt yourself up. You all ashed out. You can't let people take advantage of you just because you nice, because you have a big heart. Because people would definitely take advantage of you because of that. So my advice about breaking away from people who you know don't mean you well is to just break away and deal with the emotions as they come. I loved my ex. I really did. And I'm not speaking negative because I really did genuinely love him. Sometimes we are selfish and we hold on to people because we get a benefit out of it too. So because we get a benefit out of it too, we'll hold on to them instead of releasing them as well. We don't even want these people, but we don't want nobody else to have them. So we holding on to them, but yet we on the phone, girl, this, my nerves. I'm so sad. Ooh, I wish he would just leave me alone, girl. Whole time, we the ones that don't want to be left alone. Call up our friend, girl, where your man at? Right here, girl. Getting on my nerves. If somebody getting on your nerves so bad, why they still in your space? How they still got that much control over you? You better look at that person and say, I love you, but I love me more. I love you, but I love me more. I love you last, and I love me first. So you better tell those people, get thee behind me, because you draining me here. Some of us look like this because we tired. We drain, our eyes all heavy, we all sloop. We don't even know what a smile is. We just walk around like this. What's wrong with you? I'm tired of this relationship. You sure? You sure you tired of it? Because every time I look, girl, you just still in it. Or boy, you still in it. So you ain't too tired. When you are the only person that's gonna know when you had enough. And that's how it was with my relationship. I had to be the one that know, oh, I had enough. So again, deal with the emotions as they come, but walk away. Walk away, protect your own energy in your own space. What advice do you have for people? Oh, reason why I be sitting up because, like I said, a lot of these topics be hitting me. So, the advice that I have for building a relationship back with God is knowing if you are sincere this time. We all can say all day we want to build a relationship back with Christ, but in the same breath, we still want to indulge and engage in the things that we need to be released from. Like, I want to build a relationship with God. I want to get back and I want to start going to church. But on Sunday morning, we turn our alarm off, or we roll over, we get on TikTok, or we scroll on Facebook, or we calling our friends on the phone and gossip, but always saying what we want to do. I'm gonna get back in Christ and I'm gonna read my Bible, but our Bible is in the next room. in our phone right here, and we on TikTok, and we scrolling and we looking on Facebook. We trying to keep up with Krishan and Blueface to see what they gonna do next. We all on Twitter, where it's called X now, but we all on X, and we trying to keep up with them. In the same breath, saying we want a relationship back with God. You have to build a relationship back with God when you know you're ready to let go of some things and let go of some people. And you can't worry about it because other people may not be going where you're going. Your journey is different from theirs. So my advice is discipline. You could be motivated today and unmotivated tomorrow. But when you discipline, you're gonna do what you gotta do. So if you really want to build a relationship back with Christ, you gotta put in the work. Instead of picking your phone up, pick up the Bible. Instead of calling your friend gossiping about what Sam did or what Blueface and Krishan tweeted, trying to see what they got going on, go into prayer. Close yourself off from the world because sometimes God will isolate you just so he can get you to yourself. So a lot of the times when you end up friendless, you're not really friendless. God is removing you because when he puts you back out in the world, he's going to put you back with the people that you need to be connected with. So with that being said, put down the phone, pick up the Bible. Instead of running outside to go see what the sun looked like and what Mary got on and who Tom done snuck in his house and what kind of car Jim done brought, go jump in your car and drive on up to Sunday service and go see what God talking about. Go see what kind of car God gonna put you in. Go gossip with the Lord. Talk about some things you and God need to talk about. So that's what we need to do. Like we make a lot of excuses for why we don't want to do something. Well, why you didn't get up for devotional at 3 o'clock in the morning? Girl, I was tired. I done worked all day. So you mean tell me you can get up? I mean, break your neck to get up and go clock in on time, but you can't get up to give God an hour. So you got to really be dedicated. Like it's just being dedicated and knowing what you really want and push and spite. And you gonna lose some versions of yourself. Say I do it too. That's why I'm speaking from facts. I wake up. I'm like, I'm gonna do my devotional today. I'm gonna. Mm, I do it at 6. I do it at 6 o'clock. Me and God still on the same time. Now, what in the world? What if God said, "Well, at 3:05, I'm gonna go ahead and take your breath"? Like, oh man, I ain't gonna be able to wake up at 6 o'clock. So just think about it like that. Every minute of your life counts. But what do you want to do with every minute of your life? That's what you gotta ask yourself. Man, y'all amazing. I love y'all. I love y'all, and to think this was a practice live. And look at us. We here. I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. And I'm so natural. Um, I get on here and I look exactly how I look. My hair look like this. I ain't throwing no little. Oh shoot! I'm about to go on live. Oh, these lashes. Y'all stop worrying about what people think about y'all. Y'all gotta stop doing that. Man, I done went on live with a bonnet on my head. I done went on live straight natural. But some people be running around and they be trying to get all dolled up for what? Your message is gonna come whether you're bald or rather you got a head full of hair. Your message is gonna come whether you got lashes on or rather you don't. Your message is gonna come whether you 395 pounds or 192. Because the message is coming from your heart. You understand? It's not coming from your lashes. It's not coming from your hair. It's not coming from your clothes. It's not coming from what people see you as. Because at the end of the day, people are not looking at your outer appearance. They're looking at your inner appearance. They don't care what you look like on the outside. Because everything that's on the outside ain't always. You ever bite into an apple that looks so pretty and red on the outside, but on the inside it's brown, it got worms, it got. Stop focusing on the outer appearance and what people think about you. Because you have to love yourself for who you are. You have to represent yourself. Definitely goes back to confidence. It's this lady named Sandy. She gave me, I use her rule. I use it a lot because she always said when you walk out that door, you got to have the rules of ABC. And if y'all don't know, I done said it in a few of my videos before. ABC is always be confident. Because if you're not happy with yourself, then how do you expect other people to be happy with you? If you don't love yourself, you can't go out here and expect people to love you. You want to put all this pressure on people. You're going to love me. You're going to accept me for who I am. And you running around here can't even accept yourself for who you are. You running around here don't even know how to love yourself, but you putting that pressure because you want other people to love you the way you think you deserve. If you think you deserve to be loved that way, then show yourself that that's what you deserve. That means when you wake up in the morning, feel good about yourself. You see this? I got bird wings. If the wind blow too far, too hard, I might land in Mexico somewhere. But I'm not on here to get nobody's approval. I'm not on here to get people to say, oh, you know what? I probably would have liked her message and listened to it if she would have put on some lashes or probably put those little what you call those things, them little baby hairs or whatever people be doing to their side of their head now. If you expecting me to do that, then you on my live for the wrong reason. Because I'm not on here to get your approval on how I look. I'm on here to give you a message on how to look on the inside. How do you feel on the inside? What makes you happy? What makes you comfortable? What blesses your spirit? Because you could be laying next to your man and you could be laying next to your woman. And if you insecure, don't push that insecurity on them because you don't feel something about yourself. Want these people to build you up and then be all confident and encouraging you and love on you and make you feel good about yourself just for you to go and tear all their hard work down. You ever gave somebody a compliment and they just backfired it like, girl, you look good. You are so beautiful. No, I'm not. I'm fat. I'm ugly. Don't nobody want me. Well, with that attitude, you're right. You don't even want you. So, of course, nobody else wants you. When people give you a compliment, stop taking that compliment and ripping it in their face. People don't owe you nothing. And they definitely don't owe you no compliment. They don't owe you to encourage you. They don't owe you to build you up. When people do that for you, they do it because they really mean it. So stop holding people up to these high expectations that you don't even have yourself. You cannot run around, making people responsible for your emotions or how you feel about yourself. Power of the tongue is serious, you know? You can speak so much onto yourself. It's people that wake up in the morning and just want to complain. Ooh, I ain't gonna call nobody out, but let me tell you something. I'm gonna talk about myself. I used to joke because my mother, I love that beautiful woman, but my mother would do this thing. She'll call and I don't even know if we get hello in good enough. She'll call, hey mother, oh, let me just tell you about my day. I'm so mad. Oh, okay. Well, I was having a good day, but now I'm gonna have to be mad too, because depending on what you're telling me, it might shift my mood, and now I'm gonna be mad. So now we both mad. And I wasn't even mad at first, but because you was mad, it made me mad. So now we all mad together. So we used to joke about that. Until one day my daughter was like, Mom, you do that. No, I don't. I don't be doing that. I ain't nothing. I don't be saying that. I called my daughter up and said, hey, baby girl, let me tell you, look, these internet people done charged me $500, and my daughter was like, she don't even say nothing. She don't even say nothing. She just let me complain, let me go off, and then all of a sudden I be checking myself like, all right, maybe I am like my mom. Oops. So now when I call, I have to check first before I go into a complaint, because I'm human. I'm still gonna complain, but at least let me see how your day going first before I shift all my energy on you. And now I done made you have a bad day. You wasn't even having a bad day, but I'm gonna create this energy because I'm feeling some type of way. So I want everybody else around me to feel some type of way. Misery loves company. So people always want to walk around and be miserable and make you miserable. And now you walk around here with attitude and you don't even know why you're mad. You just mad. Just what you mad for? I don't know. Got a phone call today, pissed me off. Now I'm just mad. I wish everybody just leave me alone because I'm irritated. You irritate off of somebody else. This ain't even your energy. You operating off. This somebody else's energy, and you irritated because somebody else then pissed you off of what they was going. You ain't nobody even curse you out on the phone. But you mad because somebody cursed your mom out on the phone. You ain't got nothing to do. You wasn't even on the phone, so why are you mad? So I had to check myself at the door. Check yourself at the door before y'all go around here pointing fingers. Check your own energy. Check yourself. Okay. Checkmate. You hear me? Stop accepting people's energy. Out for real. Stop doing that. I'm gonna tell you something, Tay. You have the right to accept what you want to deal with, who you want to deal with, and how you want to deal with them. Again, protecting your own energy is way more important than worrying about somebody else having a bad day. You don't have to accept energy. There goes a time where people will call me and they want to complain and they want to be mad, and I will redirect the energy. Now, if you redirect the energy 3 times and they still bring it back to negativity, then that means that person want to stay in that negative mindset. So that's when you have to remove yourself from that person. That's when you got to take yourself out the equation. That's when you got to realize, like, you don't even respect my boundaries of my energy because you want me to hear your complaints. I don't want to hear your complaints. You know why? Because I got my own problems and I'm not projecting my problems on you. So I'm not going to receive this energy. And they'll get mad, but oh well, protect your own energy. You got to stop caring about other people getting mad at you. Let them be mad. Who cares? Because if they really your friends and they really love you, they're gonna come back, and they may even apologize. You know what? You was right. I was wrong. I'm so sorry. I called you, and I don't even know what you're going through. People will call you and complain, and you just got a phone call. Your grandma died, and you can't even be in your own emotions because you trying to hold yourself up and you trying to be there for them, and you dismissing your own energy, and now you walking around not even able to handle your own day because you allow somebody's energy to just take over your whole day. You can't worry about people being mad at you because people gonna be mad at you regardless of what you do or what you say. People are going to be mad, but again, that is their problem, not yours. Don't be afraid to cut people off because you best believe. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you why you can't be afraid to cut people off. Because the moment you put somebody in their place and make them respect your boundaries, if they don't like it, you best believe you're gonna be cut off. You're gonna be cut off so fast. You're gonna go to call them. You're gonna get doo doo doo. You're gonna go to send a message. It's gonna say not delivered. You know why? Because you decided to respect your boundaries. People don't like when you start respecting your boundaries. They hate that. But again, that's their problem. So if you worried about your friend that's not worried about you, you might want to go ahead and I'm telling you, they ain't gonna care. So if they not gonna care, why should you? Respect your own energy. Cut them off. They'll be fine. There's more people. They can find somebody else to complain to. So they ain't your friends if they cut you off because you want them to respect your boundaries. People don't respect your boundaries, they not your friends. So don't be having everybody all up in your space, taking up your energy that you worked so hard for. You done got all healed. You done found peace, and here they come with a mess. And you just want to protect everybody else. So you just excited to take on somebody else's problems. And no, it's okay. I'm gonna save the world. No, we're not saving the world. I'm cutting you off. I don't care. You could be mad at me today, tomorrow, next week, for the rest of the year. I bet you I'm gonna go to bed like this. Why you still? I don't even like Katrina. Okay, well, hey, everybody is not meant to like me. I'm not meant to like everybody else. But I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. I'm going to bed. Good night. Talk to you tomorrow. If you want to be mad tomorrow, be mad, but do not call my phone because I'm sleeping. So don't be afraid to cut nobody off. Girl, we know you to cut off artists. That's probably where I got it from because I'm quick to cut them off. I'd be like, oh, this boy had the audacity to tell me that he cut off. Eviction is sent. Cut off. Okay. You over here, you doing too much. Cut off. I love cutting people off. I don't care. I protect my energy. If you don't like it, like I said, I'm going to sleep. If you want to stay up and be mad at me, hey, that's a personal problem. Because I'm not about to let you affect me because you want to be mad because I say I don't want to hear it. My mom be doing that sometimes. I tell my mom be quick to want to put you in a mood. And the moment you be like, mommy, I just don't want to hear that no more. You know what? My mom quick to hang up on you. My mama hang up on you so fast, you be trying to breathe. Well, you even try to change the subject and be like, well, mommy, click. Oh, she mad. My sister on here, my mother loved to cut her off. She get cut off. I'm surprised she ain't cut off yet. She get cut off every month. So I don't. That one is a tough one because sometimes mommy will hang up fast. Sometimes your energy do the work for you because here's the thing: when you don't want to give somebody a chance, it's self-sabotaging because you already put in your mindset what you think this person is. See, people go off of, they always say first impression. I'm gonna switch that up. The first impression it's a cover up because sometimes people will pretend to be something just to be liked, but then when you really get to know them, you're like, oh, you ain't even like that for real. Why would you like that? Because it's an image. People struggle with image. They struggle with um, being accepted. People hate rejection. So what do people do? Before you know something is going to be what it is, you cut it off. You be like, well, I felt like she was going to be messy because she called me talk about her sister. And in my mind, that sounded like drama. So I just gone and cut her off before it got too bad. Maybe she was about to tell you that she didn't like her sister hair. But because you projected on how you wanted to feel about this person, that's why you don't give people a chance. Because you already project how you want to feel about that person. So before you even give them the opportunity to show you who they are, you develop in your mind that they ain't for you, so you cut them off. And that's self-sabotage. And a lot of us self-sabotage big time because we're afraid. A lot of us are afraid to get hurt, so we'll hurt ourselves so we don't have to worry about nobody else doing it. A lot of us are so afraid to be rejected, so we will reject ourselves so we don't have to worry about somebody else rejecting us. A lot of us don't want to get cut off first, so we'll cut them off first so we don't have to worry about that. Self-sabotaging is cutting people off or dismissing people before you even have the opportunity to know what that person is about. But again, sometimes your energy will protect you from that person. If you cut somebody off and you get a feeling like, "Hmm, maybe," sometimes you might got to go backwards. And if your energy give you the same feeling, you're like, okay, I was right the first time. I should have cut him off. Yep, sure should have. So sometimes you don't. Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you don't know, but you just be trying to protect yourself. That's pretty much what that is. So don't feel bad. Don't feel guilty. Everything in life is a life lesson we learn. But as a mom, what is the best way for your kids to motivate you and try to push you towards something better, whether that be health or mental etc. I deal with a stubborn family and it's hard. Let me tell you something. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you cannot. You have to learn that at the end of the day, people are not going to protect you or respect you how you're going to protect and respect yourself. My children encourage me all the time. And sometimes it's based off of the relationship you had growing up. When when I was raising my children, we had what we call living room time. And what I would do, because as a mom, I don't know everything. And I don't always make the best decisions. And a lot of the times mothers don't want to be held accountable because no mother wants to believe that they wronged their children. No mother wants to believe that they hurt their children. No mother wants to believe that they disappointed their child. No mother wants to believe that. But a lot of the times we need to hear from our children how we made them feel. Because we can't project how we felt growing up onto our children. A lot of us raise our children through the pain and suffering that we dealt with. So with that being said, me and my children, we would have living room time. Like I would sit down and I would tell my children, listen, you know, without being disrespectful, because sometimes you give children a little leeway and they take it too far. Without being disrespectful, tell me as a parent, what can I do differently? What am I doing wrong? Like, tell me where I need to work. Sometimes you don't want to hear it because nobody want to hear their kids say, "Well, mom, if I gotta be honest, you do too much." You be like, "I don't do too much. I'm a mom, and I just." We don't never want to hear what our children have to say. Start listening to your children for one. Start listening to what your children have to say because sometimes what your children have to say needs to be heard. And we want to get all this boundaries going on, but we don't even respect our children. Children have boundaries too. And we have to be able to respect our children's boundaries as well as our own. So to motivate your mom is to pretty much say, Mom, I love you. I feel like you're doing this wrong. I feel like you could do this better. I feel like you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that. You did your part. It's up to your mother to take that advice and do something with it. Because you cannot be a parent. You're still a child. But you can encourage your mom, but you cannot take on too much. A lot of us try to take on too much. I love my mom, and the only thing I can do as a daughter is give my mom the best advice that I can give her, but it's up to her to take it. And if she doesn't take it, I'm not going to feel guilty about it because I know I did my part and I know I meant well. So if you got stubborn family, you're not going to get through to them. And if you expect to get through to them, you're going to let yourself down every time. every time. Get yourself on track. How could you be any good to anybody if you're not good for yourself? You got to get rest, and your spirit need rest more than anything. So focus on you first, and then think about everybody else. You guys are amazing. I know I'm gonna it's 8:23, getting close to my bedtime. I'm a 9 o'clock over here, unless I'm at work. So I'm really grateful for you guys. So at what time is this? 8:23. So I'm gonna end this beautiful live at 8:30. And I just want to say that you guys were amazing. I appreciate you guys so much. For the newcomers, for the people who was already with me from the beginning, for those who just jumped on, I appreciate you guys so much because we know what we had to go through to get to this live. We had to fight, but we got here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys, y'all always encourage me. My son told me one day, he said, Mom, you gotta stay consistent. I said, well, son, I don't know. I'll do a YouTube video here, do one there. Because I was worried about the views. And I was like, I ain't giving like 2 views. And everybody was like, one person heard it. And that one person told 4 people. So even though one person viewed it, 5 people heard it. And that's how y'all got to think about stuff. One person maybe viewed it, but 5 people heard it because that one person told 4 people. And those 4 people told another 4 people. And those 4 people told another 4 people. So stop worrying about the views. Don't worry about the views. So that's my message too. Don't worry about the views. Just do it. Do it to be heard, not to be seen. That's the message. So, you guys, I'm just so excited that I was able to do it. I was so amazed that I was able to push it and be myself. I think what I'm gonna do is give me like a an intro beat or something. Maybe I'll get in the studio and make a song or something, be Queen Motivation. She coming through. I don't know, y'all. But just to kind of like spunk it up a little bit, give it something different. Ooh, yay! I thank you guys. I really thank you, daughter. Thank you so much to everybody who was here, who stayed with me the whole time. You guys were definitely amazing. I was grateful that I was able to do this. I was so grateful that I was just here, showing up and showing out. And I know for a fact that I will be doing this in like 3.5 seconds. But y'all gonna get real from me. Y'all gonna get real. Y'all gonna get funny. Y'all gonna get motivation. Y'all gonna get it all in one pack. So, and call me ghetto, call me whatever y'all want to call me. Y'all just gonna get the authentic version of myself. Queen Motivation. I am about to log off. I thank you guys again for tuning in. It was a blessing. I will see y'all. I want to say same time, but we know I didn't jump on until like an hour later. So definitely 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. I will see you there. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And remember, one person viewed, but 5 people heard. So y'all go ahead and tell people to come through and check us out because we here. And I really hope you guys, Queen Motivation only. That's right. Turn up. So y'all go ahead and y'all get ready for bed. Y'all pray, say, what you gotta do, pray. Feed the faith, not the fear. ABC, always be confident. For those of you who struggle with insecurities, always be cute. And everybody knows that before I get off this live, I have to say my favorite quote. If you don't know it, I'm going to give it to you right now. It's go be great on purpose. Until next time, you guys stay up. Y'all stay easy, stay blessed. Call somebody, tell them you love them, because I love y'all. Till next time, deuces.